Hey everybody, it's Barbara, and welcome to the East 59th Street collection for 2018. In this cycle, I will be reviewing 4 dolls, and each of the 4 dolls came in the same kind of box. So I'm really not going to spend a whole lot of time in each of the reviews doing a review of the packaging. So this one clip is going to start all 4 videos. What I want to say about the East 59th Street collection has to do with some comments that were made when the new designs of the new face and fashion royalty boxes were revealed and reviewed. And there were some comments about the accessories box fitting as a square right about here, not in the usual slide, but sort of as a box that you would open more like this. And you would be able to, so the accessory box would stay permanently in one position, and you would simply take the accessories out. There were some problems with some people's boxes, and they included one of mine, that the accessory lid would not stay closed and would pop open right away. So my suggestion, or to those of you who have some questions, I think perhaps they should do a variation on this look, which is sort of like the 1950s, late 40s, early 50s style of wall cabinet / bar, where you have these cabinets. Instead of putting the accessory box with the doll, perhaps, when possible, cut the doll section down and put the accessory box here, and maybe do 2 and 2, do the stand in one and the accessories in the other, and that might make for an easier way to store the accessories and the stand, especially if you're going, whoa, excuse me, I didn't mean to do that, especially if you're going to keep playing with them. In this case, the stand would just pop out. With these 59th Street, the stand pops out this way. Not the prettiest or the neatest way to do it. So maybe if they can figure out a way to slide the stand in sideways and the accessories for East 59th, for Fashion Royalty, New Face, and Poppy, we finally might be onto something. So that's my thought about that. And let's go ahead and get to the actual ladies themselves. Nothing says Americano like a well put together tweed ensemble. I have zero idea if that is true, but that is what this ensemble is called. Hey everybody, it's Barbara, and welcome to my review of the Americano Evelyn Weaverton, part of the East 59th Street line. As you can see, she is ready to go out for a typical day of shopping and frolicking in Midtown Manhattan, circa the very early 1950s or maybe even the very late 1940s. The very top of, as you can see, and I'm going to start off by going to the very top of her, she has this typical black hat indicative of the late 40s, very early 50s. Does come with hat pins, didn't want to use them, mostly because her hair is seriously stiff. As you can see, it is curled to one side with enough product to cause an aphid of global warming. So this is not, so if you're going to redo her hair, you're going to need to do some work. And by the way, you'd probably need to do that work anyway, because the previous Evelyn, the turquoise Evelyn, she happened to be a brunette. So how turquoise sparkler brunette turns into blonde Americano, just add milk? I don't know. So anyway, what do we need to know about this lovely lady? Let's take the camera in close to show you. Oops, not that close. She has very nice blue eyes, and a palette of browns at her lid, including a detailed brown stripe right where the upper and lower lid meet. I'm going to turn her sideways so you can see that her lashes are both very long, real, and applied, and are parallel to the bridge of her nose. These are some of the longest lashes I have seen. And I mentioned this before with turquoise Evelyn, so maybe this is a trademark of Evelyn, that she's going to have lashes that go on forever. The earring is one we've seen many times. It's a flower pattern with a stone center. In this case, it's a red one. You do have to push the hair back to get the other earring in, though there is a place for it. When I did the gift set Vanessa review a couple of months ago, I said how happy I was that IT did a doll where the split in the hair naturally showed the earring. This was not repeated here with the 59th Street doll. She is wearing a very classic 1940s, 1950s look. The scarf tie at the neck, the shop girl tie, the jumper and the white blouse. The tie matches the belt, matches the lining on the inside of the coat. She is wearing a very sweet and simple gold bangle, which I like a lot. There are pockets on her jacket, and they are real. You can actually stick things in them. I'm going to take the box down in a second to show you. That the dress will go just below the knee, typical fashion. And she has on pumps with a red detail at the sides. I'm not entirely sure if that's authentic to the 1950s, but it certainly works with this ensemble. What also works with it is a very authentic and real large black tote / purse that regrettably does not open. So you can't put anything in here, but it is easy enough for her to carry her objects in. Speaking of objects, she also comes with this lovely gift box, which I am nowhere near going to try to open. It is empty, however, so it's not like there's a little surprise in here if you are brave enough to take the ribbon off. There is nothing in here. Don't do it. Just leave it like this. I don't even know what you would wrap in here. Brassiere, maybe? Garter? I don't know. Cake. She does come with leather-esque gloves, although I'm going to say I don't think these are quite the detailing. Let me take the wrapper off, because they have started to make gloves that have the detail. Actually, no, this is detailed. Like, this is leather, because there is a seam here. Oops, sorry. There is a seam here at the thumb. So it's almost detailed like this is a leather glove or a leather-esque glove. So that's actually kind of cool. She also comes with a second bracelet that I didn't put on because I'm not entirely in love with it. It is a black bangle. It's sort of like, you know, it's more, I would put this more with, not even with Poppy, but with Industry and with New Face. So I'm not in love with it for this, but, you know, that's why we love integrity, because if one piece doesn't necessarily work with an outfit, you can always pop it over to another line. And that is Americano Evelyn. She is quite lovely. And for a blonde, which I am not usually enthralled with, this is a blonde you may actually want to get, because she does have that classic I'm going to go with almost Grace Kelly-esque face, style, and pose. I think it's very elegant. If you're looking for a Grace Kelly-esque doll, this might be the Evelyn to get. And I certainly do really enjoy the casual semi-office attire look of this ensemble, which can very easily translate into something that fashion royalty or Poppy Parker would wear later on in life. Again, these are the classic looks that transcend decades. So for me and for Evelyn, I will see you in my last review, the Mai Tai Constance review from the East 59th Street line. So I will see you guys then. Take care and enjoy.